After the hiatus, we would like to present to you our newest episode in the GP podcast. But before everything else, we'd like to greet our producer. Happy second year anniversary. Thank you, Guild, for making this possible. But that's not all. Okay, meron pa tayong special napakulo ngayong episode. So, to introduce, hopefully I will pay due diligence to the introduction. So, after 500 audition tapes within 2 hours, notwithstanding the condition whether there is alcohol involved in the audition tapes, our newest addition to the podcast, the head coach of the CSPC Blue Stallions, Coach Peter Barcelon.
Thank you very much.
Who will represent Bicol in the national squad. Congrats, Coach Pete and the CSPC. Camiguin. Anong specialty ng Camiguin, Coach?
Lanzones. Volcanoes.
Alam mo na kami ng laba, Coach.
Sige, kukuha ko dun sa submerged na cemetery ng mga
Anyway, sige.
Bone Stacks in Harmony.
But before everything else, we would like to thank our very generous sponsor for today's episode, Uptown Coffee. So shout out to the Pejo brothers, specifically Noy and Coach Dick Pejo. So come down to Uptown Coffee here at their Carolina branch if you want to experience a low-key coffee spot and best tasting coffee here in Naga City.
Kung may gusto ko yung itago.
Anyway, so to introduce for today's topic, Coach Mark, kindly take on the wheels.
Okay, so ang topic for this session or this podcast is whether or not there are advantages to being a coach today or being a concurrent coach. At the same time, you were a former player when you were playing before, okay? Or are there disadvantages if you were not a former player and just coached in the game? So that will be our topic for this session. Since
Yan.
The guest.
he is our special guest for today and
Reigning defending.
of course.
Yeah.
Kung di ko nasasabihin kung ano yung nire-reign at dinidepend niya. And still without a doubt does not lack in the acumen of basketball, having coached for how many years, Coach Pete?
I started coaching 2009.
2000 na ilang years na ba yun?
You do the math.
Ano?
Too much
16
years in 16 years extensive, so 16 years of extensive experience in coaching and in skills training. Let's hear what he has to say about our topic for this session. So Coach Pete,
Actually, makikita natin there's a lot of former players talaga na going into coaching. And dalawa yung nakikita ko dyan eh. Now, before, there's a really big difference when it comes to having that experience of the training, the games being played and being coached by wise and intelligent coaches. Pero yung pangalawa kasi doon nakikita ko because of the modern age of the technology. Even if you are a enthusiast,
okay,
punta ka sa social media,
Like on YouTube, Facebook.
YouTube, ganito, ganyan. So, magkakaroon ka ng idea on how to run a program. Magkakaroon ka ng, this is what I want to see. This is what I will do. But for me, there's still that edge pag former player ka kasi you were there. You know the feeling, you know the pressure, and may pinaghuhugutan ka dun sa mga naituro sa'yo ng mga dati mong coaches in the barangay level, in the grassroots level sa school, high school level, college level. The people that comes back to coach, meron na kagad bigat. 'Di ba? Yung parang ipapakilala sa inyo, this is coach ganito. 10 years ago, he was the leading scorer for our university, our school. He has this
Former.
Yes. Then dun pa lang makukuha na kagad nung coach yung initial na parang in awe yung mga player na parang
So may command.
yes, 'di ba? Parang magkakaroon ka na lang ng fumble diyan kung after that initial awe biglang ay hindi mo mamimit yung expectation ng mga players or even yung management. Pagdating naman sa pagiging former player, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will succeed if you go back to coaching. Kasi halimbawa, you become a player on a collegiate team, pero you don't really embrace yung pagiging yung sa team concept na knowing the roles of each other. You're just following kung ano yung role mo. You're just going dun sa skill level mo, kung sa strong point mo. And you were not really able to understand the game to the level na parang kaya mo na siyang i-command kahit hindi ikaw yung may hawak ng bola. Oh, you're supposed to be cutting here, I'm supposed to be there. If somebody defends me like this, 'di ba? Yun yung mga yun yung mga maipapasok mo sa bag mo when you become a coach. Not only yung experience mo, pati yung mga skills mo. For example, yung tinatawag na gulang, 'di ba? Mabibigay mo yan sa mga bata mo, not to teach them how to hurt people, but to get an advantage out of it. 'Di ba? You are easily being able to adjust, especially on a pressured pack game. Na pag sa YouTube mo lang or sa other social media mo lang malalaman,
Different.
oo, pag nandun ka na parang this is it, pansit.
Yeah, I know the feeling and
Oo, so I really think na
May edge.
may edge pa rin talaga yung mga dating player, but it depends on anong level
Na nilaruan.
na nilaruan.
Okay.
'Di ba? Kasi not all good players are good coaches.
Good teachers.
Or good teachers, 'di ba? Kasi when you're coaching, you're teaching. Hindi ka naman pwedeng, nung panahon ko, ito ginagawa ko. Nung panahon ko, kain yan. Nung panahon,
Hindi pa pwede sa
Exactly.
coaching yan.
Red flag data yan.
di ba? Hindi ka pwede sa coaching yan kasi you're trying to inspire the new the new batch of of ballers, of basketball players, and you really have to have a good grasp sa skill, sa technical, and on how to inspire and how to talk to players kasi iba na rin ngayon. Pwede nung panahon mo, uso pa yung sisigawan ka, babatuhin ka ng bola. I still vividly remember, grade 6, nabato ko ng bola ng coach ko sa mukha. Then after nun, doon nagsimula na kailangan, matandaan ko na lahat. Pero ngayon, do that. Viral ka. Oh,
Someone's going to sue you.
yes, di ba?
But does it really matter if, for example, Coach A and Coach B, Coach A only played like in the high school level, then Coach B played
Professional.
until, like college,
Professional.
and maybe college to professional. Is there a difference perhaps?
Siguro pwede natin siyang ilagay into potential.
Okay.
Yung potential ni Coach A who played in high school lang, nandito. The potential of Coach B, nandito because of all the knowledge and experience na nakuha niya, exposure. But for you to grow, hindi ka naman pwedeng ito lang kasi you have to be able to learn how to develop yung players mo. You have to be able to learn how to steer kung ano yung program na iraran mo, ganito ganyan, 'di ba? It involves again pag-aaralan mo. So if 'di ba, if talent doesn't do anything, then yung hardworking coach would be able to,
Yeah.
'di ba?
Especially that um, everything's readily available now
Yes.
in YouTube.
Oo. Ang laking bagay eh. Kasi kung magbabank ka lang dun sa, kasi ano ako, UAAP player ako before, ganito ganyan. Tapos hindi ka na nag-grow, hindi ka na nag-come out of the shell nung pagiging UAAP player mo. Kasi before you were a UAAP player, NCAA player, but you have to grow out of it to become a coach. This is only the base eh. So for you to go on the next step na maintindihan mo na lahat ng concepts of teaching, of developing, of working with admin, kasi hindi ka naman pwedeng kung ano lang gusto mo.
Communicate na ako.
Oo.
Communicate.
Hindi ka talaga mag-grow. Sa ano lang, sa umpisa lang siguro merong difference. But moving forward, 'di ba? Kasi I can say na based on my experience, I was able to coach earlier than Coach Nuki, 'di ba? But it didn't matter na rin kasi on June 2016, was it, Coach? In 2016, when Coach Nuki started with a high school basketball team, 'di ba? He was able to bring the high school basketball team further than nung nadala ko. So, does that mean na 'di ba? Yun yung nakikita ko doon. Sa umpisa, pwedeng nagkaroon ako ng advantage sa kanya na mas matagal ako nakapaglaro. Kasi si Coach Nuki, you played one year sa program ng Ateneo. Then after nung nabigyan siya ng opportunity, he made sure na, I remember Coach Nuki was every day before siya mag-start, magbubukas yan ng Yahoo News.
Yahoo News.
Yeah, magbabasa yan si Coach Nuki before.
All done was
Diba?
Anong
That was 2015.
Yahoo News?
Yeah, that was 2015.
Yahoo pa pala 2015.
Not only basketball, talagang nagbabasa si Coach Nuki to further enhance yung niya, yung knowledge niya, not only about basketball but also into developing yung pakikipagkapwa, kung paano niya ipapaliwanag na maayos yung mga gusto niya.
Yung gawin.
Oo. Then in the afternoon, YouTube. So that was the turning point for him. 'Di ba? So again, going back, it was only in the beginning, but moving forward, parang
so
free for all na.
still, so syempre just to go back to what you were saying, there's quite a bit of a leg room between the two. Mas may
Yes.
potential yung isa, pero even things out with the right attitude siguro.
Yes.
So it doesn't really matter.
Oh,
I do agree with that.
kasi diba?
Level of teaching.
Yeah, the level of teaching.
Teaching.
If you train yourself to go further dun sa kung anong meron ka, then that's a good recipe for success. But if you only bank on what you have, diba?
Sabi nga niyan, you can only teach what you
No.
know.
Yes, diba?
Diba?
Kasi sasabihin, yung experience ko magdadala na dito. Every day, panibagong experience, panibagong learnings. Kung hindi ka na magdadagdag, then useless. Diba?
Mahirap na din kasi sabihin yung experience is the best teacher para sa yung dating former athletes na nagtuturo kasi nag-iiba yung era ng mga players, pag-uugali, the way they treat the game right now, yung approach nila sa game, iba ng ugali noon saka ngayon. Yung, di ba, ibang-iba ako as a player noon saka ngayon. Sobrang, yung 360 rotation ba nangyari sa akin nung start ako nag-coach? So, I think that's one of the part na medyo naging success dahil dun sa kung naging hard-headed ako, the same way na nagtiteach ako, iba yung siguro maging result. But end of the day, nagkakatalo talaga para sa akin sa level of teaching nung ano. Kasi not all coaches are good communicator.
Yeah.
Paano kung pa-coaching ka dyan sa like ngayon, yung sa grassroots ko, naglaro kami against sa private school, against dun sa mga player ko na mga doon lang sa barangay namin. 'Di ba? How will you treat them versus doon sa mga anak ng mayayaman, saka itong mga anak ng sa public school lang versus dito sa, 'di ba? Sa word pa lang nasasabihin mo, pagiging careful ka na.
Breakdown mo na maigi.
Doon na magkakadiferensya yung communicator na sinasabi ko doon sa pagiging former varsity ek or pro. Kasi hindi naman ibig sabihin na kahit pa nag-PBA player ka, NBA player ka, kung hindi ka naman marunong mag-communicate sa tinuturuan mo, hindi naman useless, pero mabagal yung progress nyo sa mag-grow yung team. Kasi nga, hindi mo masabi ng maayos eh. Dagdagan mo pa kung hindi mo ma-demo ng maayos yung gusto mong ipagawa. Isa pa yan sa factor dyan. Tapos, kung magko-communicate ka, paano kung may Inglesero sa team mo? Paano kung Tagalog, tapos bibikulin? Paano yung pag-instruct mo niyan, hindi na kayo magkaintindihan sa pananalita pala? Ano magawa yung... lahat naman sinabi ni Coach Pete, agree kami, pero gusto ko lang dagdagan. May intelligence factor din kasi pag sa coach eh. So, sabihin na natin yung mga enthusiasts na hindi naman naglalaro, magaling sila magsalita and everything. Doon naman papasok yung mga former pro, lalo kung gitgitan ng laban. Anong sasabihin mo dyan? Pag nag-cut ka, pag hinawakan kaikutan mo, mga ganun detalye. Hindi alam yan nung mga dating pro. Pero pagdating naman dun sa XNO, yung enthusiast, kayang makahabol yan. Kasi XNO lang, huwag lang kabahan pagdating ng tight game. Kasi makakalimutan yan pag kinabahan yan. Pero pwede ka na mag-kodigo. Pero yun na nga, ang team naman, kaya nga may coaching staff ka, yun na yung uso ngayon eh. So, Doc Rivers is, hindi ko na, pag nag-offense, iba yung naghawak ng board, iba din yung naghawak. Tapos nakaganon na lang siya sa gilid.
Specific coach, offense and defense.
Nakaganon na lang siya sa gilid eh. Kasi ang pro, hindi mo naman masyado nandiyan lalo sa NBA, iba naman sa Europe yan. Pag sa pro sa NBA, ugali ng mga players ang i-fine tuning mo eh. O, lagay ka na lang diyan, magaling mag-edit dito, magaling dito mag-XNO sa defense, magaling dito sa offense. Ikaw, paano mo na lang pag-iisay ng mga utak ng mga superstar mo para maging one kayo to win the game.
Meron pang mga motivational quote, mga ganun.
Yeah.
For us sa CSPC, yung banggit ni Coach Nuki kanina, when you are trying to communicate. Sa CSPC kasi it's a different part of Camarines Sur. I'm used to dito sa Naga na the Bicol Naga. Diba? When I first started in CSPC, medyo nahihirapan ako kasi may mga players ako na pag nakikipag-communicate sa akin, ringkunada yung
Pure.
Oo. Kumbaga parang naiintindihan nila ako mag-Tagalog pero hindi sila sanay. So pag nagko-communicate sila, medyo nasa stunt ako dun yung sa gusto nilang masabi. So again, yung sa coaching staff ko, 'di ba? Parang nagkaroon ako ng translator bigla and it became easier. Tapos hanggang ngayon, nandun na rin naman ako. Medyo naiintindihan ko na sila. And there's a big difference dun sa dati eh. Kasi dati, coach na abutan natin to eh. Coach lang yung tama, coach lang yung may alam. Players, hindi pa
Kaya command.
Yes.
Kaya nga sinasabi ko, nagbabago yung era.
Oo.
Hindi ka pwedeng mag-stagnant doon. Kasi yun nga, na-experience namin ng ganun mga style of coaching. Which never na magiging yan ngayon. Sa akin lang, hindi masyado na effective sa ngayong era ng mga bata. Kasi iba na yung ginagalawan, iba na yung upbringing ng mga magulang compared noon.
Oo, tapos yung motivational coach. Meron akong assistant coach right now. He's very motivational when he speaks. Talagang pag medyo nagkakandawala-wala yung mga bata, magsasalita na yan si Coach Adonis. Talaga na motivate yung mga bata kung anong gusto mangyari ni Coach Adonis kasi talagang pag hindi nila nagawa yun, yan, ibang motivations yung mangingibabaw. So, nakuha niya yung part na yun para sa mga bata. Talagang na,
And he's a former
yes, he's a former player. Ito ang sabi lagi sa akin ni Coach Adonis, Coach, X and O's, ano naman maitutulong ko dyan? Nakakasunod na ako sa inyo ngayon. Pero, pag yung mga bata nawawala, ibigay mo sa akin yung coach. Kaya kong ibalik yan. So, on my part, parang, let me focus on what I'm doing. Diba? Kasi alam naman, disiplinahin mo pa yan habang nagko-coach ka. Baka mawala ka pa. Diba? Though it's part of coaching, pero if someone is taking that from you, and you can focus really on what's there, then, diba? Laking bagay.
Life will be easier.
Oo. Dating player.
Yeah.
Alam niya kung anong level niya ngayon.
Naglaro siya ng pro to
Yeah.
be exact.
He played for Camson Express.
1 season.
Yeah, 1 season. And also Coach Paul Sepe, an assistant of mine din. He played under me. Pero ito na nga yun, 'di ba? I used to coach in Dubai, skills training. When I came back here, balik na naman ako sa sa programs. 'Di ba? Coaching school programs. And it was very parang thank you Lord moment. Kasi when I came back here, I was able to get in touch with Coach Mark. Marami kami pinag-uusapan noon. Sabi ko, wow. Ang layo nung na difference ng skills development coaching sa programs coaching na feeling ko ngayon ako yung naghahabol. And yun na nga, the generosity ng pagiging coach. Kasi I don't know before kasi parang nung nag-start ako mag-coach, pag nakita kitang coach, parang kalabang kita.
Parang
Oo.
isolated ang
Oo.
they have their own islands,
Yes.
their own kingdoms.
Ngayon parang community na, 'di ba? Parang batuhan ng batuhan. And it was a really thank you God moment. Parang parang na-refresh ako. And also with Coach Paul, with all the things na ginagawa sa development, sa progress, sa preparations, napadali yung yung adjustment ko uli. So malaking bagay na patuloy and may pinanggagalingan talaga.
So, man, just to stop you there, kasi you mentioned skills training. Can we call a skills trainer a coach versus a coach that handles a program, manages the players? Like, may distinction ba siya? Ano ba yung difference niya sa in relation to our topic? Saan ba may mas advantage ang former player being a coach talaga na manages the team, X and O's, or mas okay ba sa kanya na magsimula siya sa sort of an advice for former players who want to start, that they don't want to start from a rough patch na para mas madali yung transition nila going forward?
Well, magandang mag-start sa skills development kasi yun talaga manggagaling sa iyo yung personal mo. Kasi kung hindi ka pa naman well-versed with the X and O's, well-versed with pagko-communicate, it's a good start. Pero growing up in that program sa Ateneo, parang coaching is not just X and O's, it's caring for your players. Parang ganun. Parang ganun yung naging distinction ko. Trainers, they teach, but after that, that's it. A coach is someone that, 'di ba, pushes you, makes sure that you do the right things, call you out if you do yung mga hindi dapat. 'Di ba? Kumbaga, coaches invest not only sa skills, pati do sa emotional, sa development. I think gray area. Parang gray area na kasi nasanay tayo sa coach.
So parang sinasabi mo na skills training is easier because it's technical.
Yeah.
It's more replicable.
Yes.
While the coaches, yung mini-mention nating coaches dito, is more like assuming the role of a doting parent.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Kasi 'di ba?
Tama.
Pag coach ka, after mo ng practice, you don't stop being a coach.
That's true.
Pag nagkaroon ng problema yung player mo, academics, sino sasalo? Ikaw. Kasi baka mawalan ka ng player.
Love life.
Love life. 'Di ba? Sino sasalo? Ikaw. Baka pangit yung ilaro ng player. So,
Family.
Halimbawa, minura mo nung practice. After ng practice, ano nga, paano mo babawian yung ano?
yes.
We do
Family,
that,
no? Financial, ang dami.
Oo. So, yun yung ano natin siguro dyan. But going back, if you are a former player, 'di ba? If you are a guard, if you are a forward, 'di ba? If you are a center, 'di ba? If you start in skills development, you can start in yung usual path na mag-assistant coach ka muna sa isang program, and then while you develop your your potential, siguro mga after 2 years, 3 years, then you try to find another program wherein you can be the head coach. Siguro para saan yun yung usual or normal path. Even in the NBA, di ba? Bihira yung from player magta-transition ka into a head coach.
Not so much.
Siguro ilan lang yung mga recent na Yeah.
Yes, since you mentioned that, that's an interesting take para may may konting circumventing of ideas. Matanong ko lang, what position did you play, coach? When college was
I was the backup point guard.
backup point guard, coach next.
Back up, forward, center.
Forward center, ikaw.
A lot of time bench.
Forward center, 4 and 5.
Forward center. Ako, I played forward. I also played center sometimes. Would there be a difference sa approach sa laro? Like, do point guards make good coaches?
Or mas may lamang ba ang
Yeah.
point guards
Or
over...
is it a gray area? Depending on the...
Given dun sa sinabi ni Coach Nuki, if pare-parehas yan, good communicator, a point guard has an advantage. Kasi 'di ba, a point guard usually knows kung ano yung dapat mangyari sa loob.
Traditional point guard.
Oo.
Kasi wala na ngayong point guard.
Yeah. Oh.
Pag points guard.
Pag
Yun na nga
points
eh.
guard medyo pero
Wala nang point, bihira ng
If-
point guard nyo.
if a guard starts coaching, I think mas may lamang. Kasi 'di ba, siya nagdi-dictate. Halimbawa, for example, screens, sino yung mga kasi sa kanya magsisimula mostly,
Yeah.
'di ba?
Pero ngayon, 'di ba, there's an evolution of the roles, like there's point
Yes.
forwards and point centers.
Yes.
Diba? So,
'Di ba? Doon naman, if in case of parang si Jokic, he's able to see kung ano yung mang nangyayari sa left and right, then magiging gray area na nga.
Oo, yun-
Pero on that traditional positioning, may advantage, I think, yung kasi doon sa traditional, usually yung mga bigs, they are tasked to do the dirty works.
Rebounding, screening. So, how about you, Coach Gab? Anong mo?
Kung babalikan natin yung sinabi ni Coach Pete earlier na again, there's a gray area, and babalikan rin natin yung sinabi niya before, even si Coach Nuki, na not all players or not all good players can be good coaches. So if we can look back, siguro let's say sa NBA, if makarecall ba tayong mga superstar players na nag-try mag-coach, can we recall? May isang former player na naging very successful. Larry Bird siguro ng Pacers.
No, Phil Jackson was a forward.
Pero siya ba yung superstar? Siya ba yung superstar?
When we talk about superstars, diba? For example, Larry Bird. Pero yung assistant coach siya that time was Rick Carlisle.
Rick Carlisle. Carlisle was the one running.
Isaiah
the
Thomas.
exhibition.
Isaiah Thomas, nung time niya sa New York, wasn't that good. Diba?
Yeah.
The Isaiah Thomas era.
Bill Laimbeer, WNBA.
O sa naging successful siya dun sa part na yun.
Oo.
Actually,
Yeah.
So, if babalik tayo dun sa tanong mo kung may advantage bang isang coach kung naging point guard before yung playing years niya over kung i-compare mo sa isang coach na naglaro ng forward or center, I would agree with Coach Pete na may advantage talaga over the other positions. Kasi I've been hopping around teams for the past years, and sa mga nakasama kong head coaches,
Really?
Really?
Oh,
Sino ba yun?
Sino kaya yun? Sino kaya yun? So sige, if we could look back, the only coaches na hindi ko nakasama or naka-work with na head coaches na hindi big men, na hindi point guard are these two at my side, si Coach Mark and si Coach Nuki.
Di nga ako big eh.
Ikaw big or who
Undersized, big.
who haven't played the one position or naging point guard. So if I could look back, sa USI I had Coach Tope Espinosa and
Yeah.
point guard si Coach Tope. And then after USI
Shooting guard si Tupi.
or naglaro coach ng Uno rin. Uno dos. And then sa CSPC, kaya kay Coach Pete. So something good to know. I worked under Coach Pete back in 2022. And then,
He's our Mr. All Around, not only sa basketball. Yeah, continue, coach. Yeah. Or may roar ka pa, di ba?
nag-NCF Tigers pa rin ako. So, yung head coach doon
Surprise.
ang mga head coaches doon sa NCF na abutan ko were also point guards.
Yun, yun.
Yes, point guard
Yeah,
yun.
Coach Brian is a point guard.
And then, ngayon, currently, ang kasama ko ngayon sa Junior Golden Knights ay si Coach Mac, Tripulka. Surprisingly, point guard siya. Pero hindi na... Points guard.
Points guard.
Points guard siya. Points guard.
Masa eh. Shoutout sa'yo. Skills training ka din sa amin ha.
Coach Mac.
Pero yun, getting back, iba yung approach, iba rin yung how they see the game itself compared sa mga like us. Coach Yuki played the 4 and 5, Coach Mark played the 4 and 5, even I played the 4 and 5 position. Iba rin. He sees the game differently and I see the game differently. Kaya I would really say na may slight advantage kahit paano.
Add ko lang usually those people are the little guys inside the court. Pero yan yung mga maiksi yung PC.
Patience.
Yan yung mga yan yung mga naninigaw kahit mas malalaki sa kanila.
Di man malit si Maki.
Diba?
Hindi naman nininigaw.
Diba? Sila yung parang matatapang madalas sa loob ng court ko.
Tapang boss yun.
Diba? As I can remember si Coach JP when he played in Ateneo, though hindi mo maririnig yung boses niya, yung presence niya, kaya niyang mag-command, kaya niyang magpagalitan even yung mga sentro. Yung time na yun si Kadjo. Parang yun yung may mga I don't think it's Napoleon complex, pero yun yung talagang parang
Chihuahua complex.
hindi naman sa ganun, pero yun yung talagang fighter, yung mga point guards na yun, may mga fighter kasi nung time namin, 'di ba? Si Coach Nuki was a leader. 'Di ba? But yung leadership niya hindi mo ramdam inside kasi more on sa outside yung leadership ni Coach Nuki.
On the bench naman ako may game na.
Make parang ayusin natin yung ganito, yung ganyan. Pero yung mga point guards namin nung panahon na yun, nagpo-point guard yun si Julius Vargas, si JP Diswangco, nagpo-point guard yan. Yung talagang
Si Idol?
command. Yung solid na command na extension nga ng head coach. So kaya siguro mas may advantage kasi yung mga big man sa mga nakita ko, though maiisog or matatapang, but usually they keep it on their own. Pag magkakasama, they let the point guards or the other guards really do kung ano yung mga...
Siguro yun yung advantage ko kasi maliit ako.
Malit na big man.
May chihuahua complex.
Diba? Tama ang observation mo, coach, no? Yung mga era noon, lalo pa, talaga, di ba? Yung mga big man, soft-spoken talaga pag nasa loob ng court. Bira, nire-recall ko nga, I think si Ryan Bautista lang ata yung kasabayan ko na big man na talagang talkative. Talkative. Kung ano mo ni, kunin mo yun, kumat na doon, ikaw, paano silan mo yun, ganyan. Yung big man. Si Jason, yung sa batch nyo. Pero yung big man na sinasabi ko, si Ryan Bautista kasi, ano siya, parang niya scorer and does everything. He does communicate as well.
Mr. Everything yun siya.
He's a coach also na din sa parokya.
Si yung tatay ni.
So yun na yun. Oo.
Your player now. So point guard.
Pero yun na nga, dagdag ko lang din, siguro in defense sa position namin, dapat nag-evolve talaga sa coach and as a proper teacher, dapat you know how to demo what you want to teach. Kaya nag-evolve ako from forward center, naging point forward, lalo ngunyan sa 40s, sa pagturo. Kasi yun na nga, time pa nila Gab, ayoko magturo doon sa mga point guard nang hindi ko alam paano ba itong mag-crossover, paano ba itong mag-between the eggs, between the legs, paano ba mag-behind the back. Yung mga ganyan, hindi ko naman ginagawa yan noon eh.
Yeah.
Di ba, Coach? Ultimo tira ko nga, catapult eh. Shout out pa kay Coach Pizza, kay Coach Sandy, binago nila yung form quote release. But anyway, yung sinasabi ko, if you really want to, if you're really into it, kung gusto mo talagang maging efficient teacher, dapat nag-evolve ka din as coach. Baguhin mo din yung laro mo kung naglalaro ka kasi tinitignan ka din ng mga player mo kung paano ka maglaro. Mas madali kang susundan ng player mo kung nakikita ka nilang naglalaro.
Yeah, that's why hindi na ako naglalaro. Para hindi na nila makita.
Yung pala yun.
Yun yung ano doon. Pero lagi ko itong sinasabi, yung mga matatandang coaches na hindi naman ugot-ugot pero yung 50 up, mga ganun, 60 up, parang automatic yung respect. But through the course of time, mapapansin mo naman na hindi naman sa dinidisrespect, pero mahalata mo din yung talagang yung coach na tulad niya nag-champion yung Florida, sobrang bata ng coach, the first youngest
At 39 years old.
So yun yung mga dynamics ng mga present coaches na siguro may edge din. Plus, if he's a former player, I don't care any more kung point guard pa yan or forward or center pen. Ang nasa isip ko na lang, how will you teach the game? How will you coach the game? Kanya-kanya na lang tayo ng strategy, ng siguro kung ano yung paano tayo magturo. Doon na lang siguro nagkakatalo. Wala naman right or wrong, pero malalaman mo naman kasi sa resulta ng players mo. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na hindi ka nag-champion, hindi na successful. Hindi naman ganun. Siguro pag may progress yung players mo, na same players, tapos nagpa-progress sila, yun, masaya ng tignan yun, masaya ng panoorin pagka ganun. Kasi nagpa-progress kayo eh. Even hindi ka nag-recruit, tapos nananalo kayo. Ibig sabihin, effective yung coaching mo.
Yeah, speaking on that, sa pagiging effective coach, di ba? Karamihan kasi ng yung mga nanonood lang, 'di ba? Parang
How do we categorize spectators?
Result-oriented.
'di ba? Yung pagiging result-oriented sa mga fans.
RO.
May mga fans din naman kasi na parang yung
May magandang input or
parang magandang basa sa mga nangyayari. But 'di ba? If you don't win championships, bigla sasabihin. 'Di ba? Hindi effective. So I don't know, parang na na niya ito before, pero yung sa akin lang din naman doon, it's really the impact and the progress that you have made doon sa program and sa mga bata. Diba? And also uulit ako dito, ang sarap nung coffee nila dito sa
of course.
Uptown. So if you're still
Shout out.
shout out pa rin dito sa sa Uptown Coffee. Wow. I'm having fun.
Busa nga sa akin, no?
Parang gising ka till 4 a.m.
Wag naman.
So I think one more thing to
wrap it up.
to say siguro on my end, since ako na yung naging dito
Host.
ano kayang rating ko as a host dito? Yeah, I do agree na may advantage yung being former player. But on my personal experience, it doesn't matter really if you played like in the pro levels or not, as long as you have a knowledge of how to play the game. Kasi basketball is simple eh. Diba? Like, how do you run a pick and roll efficiently?
Yeah.
You can learn that in a good summer camp. Okay, you can learn that in a good summer camp.
In a good skills coach.
Oh, good skills coach. So, going back, you don't, para sa akin, yung argument ko is, yeah, there's an advantage for being a former player, but it doesn't really matter if you went outside like college to pro. Kasi ulitin ko, you can learn that basketball is simple and you can simplify everything. And just like with the points that you've made, I think one thing that's not being mentioned is the way to teach players. Okay, iba yun, diba?
Yeah.
Kasi ako for teacher, professor, college, teacher din, naging prof din. Ito din, di ba? Ito wala pero syempre may
Skills coach is Coach Gab.
I think in the process of being a coach,
Physically fit.
nakukuha niya, and he's also a trainer sa strength and conditioning coach. So one of the unspoken acumen na dapat pinapractice ng coach is really teaching. I think communication comes later. Kasi when you know how to teach, you know how to communicate. I think that's
Nasa-develop naman.
it's not the other way around.
And if I may add, parang this is good to know siguro. I mean, for everyone, former player ka or not, if you really want to go into coaching, you have to remember na coaching is a skill na you have to develop every single day. And at the same time, so combination ng coaching ng art and science.
Di siya limited to, sinasabi ko to eh, kaya nga I don't really coach anymore in like barangay levels. Kasi I pride myself na ayoko natatalo. Ayoko natatalo sa alam ko na mas skilled ako na coach. So, syempre, iba naman yung case na yun. Syempre, players different. Syempre, kung yung mga players mo di naman as skilled as the other team, so talagang patatalo ka. At least you have a fighting chance. But then again, it will hurt your...
Yeah.
People will talk about it like, tinalo ka, coach ka naman ng Ateneo, tinatalo ka lang ng ano. Kaya nagagalit ako dyan kasi they don't know the work we put into.
The
Like,
preparations.
it waters down the level of coaching na parang sinasabi mo, gamitin ko yung words ni JJ Redick na tinalo ka lang ng plumbers and firemen, di ba? So, ako ayaw kasi pinagtrabahuhan ko yun eh.
Yes.
So, teaching really is a premium na dapat kailangan, sabi ni Coach Nooks, this I learned from him, you know how you must be able to demonstrate how to dribble the ball in the left. Kasi paano may expect yung players yung mag-dribble and lay up sa left, ikaw hindi ka marunong.
Yeah.
As a player, I was not the most skilled. Ilan lang alam ko siguro. Marunong ako mag-dribble sa left but not proficient. But when I started coaching, sabi ko, hindi pwede, di ba? I need to learn how to dribble on the left para makapag-demo ako. On the hindsight, sinabi ko na siguro nakuha ko yung skill na, di ba? Knowing to prioritize efficiency, di ba? So, yan, teaching. Then, ano ba yung what else are we
Big shout out.
missing out?
Ano lang dun sa, again, may naalala lang ako. May napanood ako na parang video before wherein parang race, di ba? It's a race. Parang one step forward if parang sabihin natin tayong apat, nandun tayo.
Okay.
One step forward if you were able to play high school basketball. One step forward if you're able to play college basketball.
Pro.
One step forward, pros.
Semi-pro, ganun.
Meron sa atin may maiiwan. 'Di ba? May maiiwan. Hanggang sa parang yung privilege na nagkaroon ka ng ganun.
Yeah.
So, yun yung parang yung advantages. Pero pag pumutok na yung yung starting gun, the way you teach, the way you communicate, it will spell the difference. Kasi kung advanced, may mga na-advance man, pero magaling ka na dun sa communication, sa teaching, ano,
Yeah,
Di ba?
and to emphasize that, just an example, yung napansin ko sa mga players namin, kasi this is, siguro, pwede ko naman sabihin tapos, di ba? Kahit pa mukhang mabait yung players namin, titigas ng ulo din ito, mga players namin. And their level of stubbornness is, although mabait sila tignan, pero yung pagka-stubborn nila, feeling nila pag it's beneath them, they will not do it. Diba? Yung mga ganyan na type na player. And as an experience, pag wala si Coach Snokes, yan yung problema namin minsan, di ba? Kasi mga alpha male yung players namin, we develop with thinking and players, strong, hard-nosed, brazen players. So that's what you get for developing these types of
Yes.
players. Diba? And wala kaming problema doon. Kaya lang problema dyan, pag wala yung head coach, tapos yung assistant coach yung magsi-step up, minsan pag di nila nakikita yung energy, so parang kakainin ka nilang buhay. And I realized na one of the advantage of teaching, yung advantage ko as a teacher siguro, is I try to explain to them na ito yung approach ni Coach Snokes, ito yung standard niya, ito yung gusto kong gawin ngayon. Kasi ako yung andito, ito yung gusto kong makita sa inyo as your assistant coach. And if you explain it well to them, para saan to, di ba? Ano yung application niya sa laro? Pakita mo, ganito, ganyan. Ito yung purpose niya para pag nag-scouting tayo, if this player A goes here, so you know the read. So parang ganun. Mas may purpose, di ba? Purposeful yung ginagawa ng player. Hindi yung 2 hours kayo magpa-practice ng offensive sets, di ba? Tapos papatakbuhin mo lang na parang mga aso lang yung mga player. Tapos okay, next 2 hours, let's play
Scrimmage.
pick and roll defense, di ba? Tapos di mo nga in-explain kung para saan ang ice, ang hedge, di ba? Sa dami ng terminologies ngayon. Tapos okay, may nakita ako sa YouTube, grenade DHO, di ba? Gamitin natin to, di ba? Mga ganun. Di mo naman ini-explain kung para saan, mag-or touchscreen, whatever, di ba? Di mo i-explain kung para saan, kailan mo gagamitin. Di ba? I think that does not really, need, like, experience. Kasi kailangan mong read eh.
Oo.
So, I don't know if you would agree with me, pero I see basketball as a problem-solving game. If there's a problem, dapat may solution ka. There are counters for everything.
Yes.
And that's how plays and sets are designed. So, if I pass this here, ano yung coverage and what will be the read? So, yeah, I think yan ang para sa akin. Actually nag-elide na ako sa question eh. So, it doesn't really matter to me kung former player ka, as long as you know how to play the game. Kasi you can build on it. Parang pwede ka naman mag-scaffold din. Like you can, it doesn't mean that you bought Kyrie shoes that you'll play like Kyrie, diba? So, iba naman din pag iba naman pag player ka tapos magko-coach ka, feeling mo dahil player ka ng, let's say, big schools, na alam mo, gagawin mo yung sets niyo before sa
Dami ako nakita niyan.
di ba, coach? Di ba? Mga ganun.
Matt, let's not name names.
Ano lang, blind item mo na lang.
Hindi, to add nga doon kay Coach Mark para mas maintindihan lalo. Kasi pagdating naman sa organized basketball, like sa Bukal, like UAAP, pare-pareho na kayo may budget. Pare-pareho kayo nagre-recruit ng trip nyo na player na will fit your
Kung may
system.
budget, diba?
Yeah, kung may budget, kung may budget.
Tinawin natin kung may
Yun ang pinag-uusapan natin So, yung budget, fit na player for your system, siyempre you want to get the best, magkakatalo sa preparation.
Oo.
Ang tanong, kung para-pareho na kayo na thinking na prepared na kami, well prepared na kami, doon na papasok yung sinasabi ni Coach Mark na ang basketball is problem solving.
Solving ready.
Kasi may kanya-kanya kayong skill set na nandyan sa loob ng court. Doing timeouts, you solve the problem, paano na magre-respond yung player doon. Pag hindi na-respond ng maayos, problema na ng player yun. Kasi as a coach, sinolve mo na yung problem, sinabi mo ng ganito, ganyan, same din sa practices. Pag hindi nakukuha, ano ba ang approach mo muna? Ano ba yung una mong gagawin muna? 5 versus 0 muna, di ba, coach? Or 5 versus 3 muna yung defender. O full na tayo, 5 versus 5. Kasi application na yung hinahanap natin. So that's part of the ano pa din. Pero during the game, kung nagtatanong kayo, para pare-pareho na. Kasi obvious naman kung hindi naman prepared yung kalaban nyo, tinatambakan nyo. Tapos pinapasok mo pa din yung mga galing. Ano man matututunan nyo doon? Anong sinolve nyo sa sarili nyo? Wala naman. Nagbinus nyo lang yung ego nyo pero hindi naman kayo natuto. Diba? So, ganun yung pagdating. Like recently yung USNCAA, diba? It boils down to problem solving na ginawa ng Florida. That's why they come from behind against Houston. Yung mga DHO nila, yung mga staggered screen, elevators, combination. But again, it comes from preparation. Sa preparation naman na natututo tayo maging matalino kasi nagiging habitual yung pinaggagawa nyo dyan.
Since you mentioned that, Coach,
Diba?
para lang maano, would you say that what happened to Houston was their specialty became their own undoing in the last seconds? Kasi
Di
specialty nila is defense.
Oo, hindi naman. Hindi naman sa tingin ko. Pero when you see the game, it's just one person. Di ba, Coach Gab? Pinag-usapan he's the one person only since the beginning nung tumama sa tuhod, yung defensive laps, and yung last shot. Isang tao lang yun. 3 possessions sa kanya lahat. Hindi naman natin sinisisi. Pero
There should be some level of accountability.
pagdating kasi sa ganung ka-crunch time na it's all in the mind na, Coach, di ba? Utak na yung papaganahin mo pag ganun Ang hirap nang sabihin na ito kasi mas athletic, ito kasi mas... sinasabi ko nga, pareho kayo nagpe-prepare, pareho maganda yung program nyo, pareho kayo may weights room, pareho kayo may diet, pareho kayo may ganito. So pagdating sa kanyang utak ng papagana nyo, problem solving pa din. How will you solve this guy who defends you well? Diba? Would you ask for a screen? Or would you fake a pivot and then go to your left? Mga ganon.
Pero meron ba talagang pagkakataon na talagang parang pare-pareho?
Meron.
Alin?
Ako, I believe in that. Kasi program ng Lasal and UP, they have the budget, they have the recruit.
Pare-pareho ng
Like,
Sige, sabihin natin, budget, facility, yung mga tao na meron kayo, yung mga coaches, the level of coaches na meron kayo. Do you think may masasabi natin na may ganun talaga na pare-pareho? Kasi ako para saan parang lagi may makakalamang But in the sense of pare-pareho, gusto kong maintindihan or dun sa kasi parang napukaw ako dun sa sinabi mo, Coach. Parang ano yung saan pwede tayong magsabi na meron tayong pare-pareho tapos pagdating sa laro, doon na lang tayo magkakataluhan.
I would say
Sinabi ko number 1, dapat may budget. When you have a budget, makaka-recruit ka, syempre. Di ba? Alangan na may budget ka, wala kang maayos na facility. Syempre, kaya nga may budget kang pang-recruit, matik na yun, may good facilities ka, di ba? Number 3, syempre, yung factor pa rin ng coach na, syempre, when we say coach topics, like example na lang, Coach Tab, kasi yung coach ng UP, they're all well respected, di ba? And
idagdag natin yung management and relationship. Kagaya nangyari ngayon, the issue with Mike Malone, di ba? Heard of the issue of Mike Malone.
kaya nga, nag-iiba na yung kultura ng nag-iiba na yung kultura ng mga players, especially sa NBA, and tayo naman sa Pilipino, yun yung pinagtitignan natin. Pero yun na, balikan ko yung sinabi Coach Pete, on paper and on nakikita natin, kung titignan mo talaga, halos match-match na din. May budget, may recruitment, may facility. Nag-abroad para mag-training. Di ba? Magkakatalo na lang yan sa court. Although, kung i-share ko lang to, yung experience namin sa Bukal, never kami nag-Manila, never kami nag-para-tune up, never kami di ba, Coach? Recruit. Kami lang talaga nagkatayan sa practice. And still, we find it successful na nakarating sa finals. So sabi ko lang, depende na lang talaga yan sa coach factor and sa program na meron ka, assistant coach. Siyempre, ang laki-laking bagay ng mga ganyan, how you will develop the mindset of the players. Tapos kung pare-pareho kayo nag-gym, like kay Coach ka, pare-pareho kayo may good nutrition, wala naman ako nakikita na ikakalamang ng isang team sa isang team, kundi paano na lang kayo mag-approach ng game, paano kayo communicate, how will you solve the problem sa court, kung ginugulpi kayo dito sa pick and roll, paano mo i-solve yung depensa mo doon? Di ba? Sino yung lalagay mong tao doon? Kasi binubugbog doon sa mismas na switch Mga ganun, mga terminologies pa na ganun. So I think if patas yung team na nakikita mo, still coach factor ang mangyayari dyan sa how you will win the game. Pero di lang dun dapat yung program mo tuloy-tuloy, continuous. You have to build players.
But you plan ahead.
What happened to Juke? For the third or fourth time, tinalo sila ng mga seniors. Diba? It's not all about you recruited 5-star recruit. Sigurado ka na.
Dan yung isa doon.
Yung dalawa.
Sino ba? Si
Si
Cooper.
Cooper Flap, Kanipol, and yung isang...
Yung pati yung South Sudanese.
Yan, one and done. One and done na rin yan, diba?
Kasi
Malawas.
mawawala yung visa niya. He's gonna be deported. Probably. So, magiging one and done.
Di yan, joke.
No.
Sabi mo kasi mawaw.
Because...
Sorry.
Malawaj.
Pwede ba dito tayo maging sa ano? Anyway, it's because the President Donald Trump was parang sinasabihan niya yung South Sudan is not conforming with sa immigration ng US.
Standards.
So hindi na sila magre-renew ng any visas ng mga South Sudanese na nasa US. So he's a South Sudanese, so there's a possibility na he's gonna be caught in the crossfire per se. So baka ma-one and done siya.
Okay.
So yun. Sorry nabasa ko lang siya nung yesterday ata.
Joke man ako.
Look at me, I'm serious.
Well, anyway, sige, parang we're drifting too much ahead of what we're supposed to talk about. Ano na lang, final words siguro mga 2 minutes per
Per coach.
per coach. What's your final take? Advantage ba ang
For me it's still an advantage kasi again, sinabi ko sa start lang yun. But moving forward, wala nang advantage, free for all na yun kasi yun na nga. What you know, what you experience, kung may lacking ka pa rin naman, hindi naman So, advantage, sa umpisa lang.
So for you, it's an advantage, but
Sa umpisa lang.
that condition.
Hanggang dun lang, sa umpisa lang.
Sige, Coach Nooks, ano mo?
50-50 siguro. Kasi kung hindi ka talaga former player, develop mo din yung sarili mo. Hindi ka pa naman siguro ugod-ugod na 60 years old, na 50 years old. There's still room to learn for yourself, to train yourself as well, na gusto mong ituro dun sa bata. So 50-50 para sa akin. Again, still ako talaga, it all boils down how will you communicate to your player. how will you want your player to understand what you want to teach. Paano ka magsasalita, paano ka magiging behave outside the court, paano mo i-demo tong ganito. How will you respond in a heated moment sa isang game na crunch time? Hindi lang naman kasi, ang daming factor. Hindi naman lahat ng oras applicable yung naging ex-pro ka or hindi naman sa lahat ng oras yun.
Coach Gab?
Sorry. Again, for me, may advantage siya, yes. But it depends on how will you use your experience as being a former professional player or a well-experienced player to your advantage. And at the same time, are you going to stick to that? Yung only bala mo? Or yung sinasabi ni Coach Nuki at si Coach Pete, are you going to improve every single day as a coach? So again nga, for me, coaching is both an art and a science. And also, it's a skill. So, kailangan mo talaga siya i-develop. So, if you're just going to stick to what you know or hinuhold mo lang talagang identity mo or yung lamang mo to other coaches as being a pro or an experienced player, halos wala mangyayari dyan. So, again, slight advantage. Yun na, Coach Mark.
Okay, so 3-1. So since lahat kayo, yes, ako mag-no ako. Only for the reason na may
50-50 ako.
up so 50-50. So
2.5.
2.5. Okay, 2.5.
2.5.
So, para sa akin kasi, once you play competitive sport, it's going to be a rabbit hole that when you try to improve your skills as a player in a team game, I think that a person would logically think na I would not grow as a player if I only play in this level and in this environment. So, kailangan mo talagang sumali sa mga competitive teams and you cannot do that without playing in a team. Di ba? So, not unless kung ano yan, kung individual sports like, individual sports yan, like, judo, like, you can improve yourself, get a coach, diba? So, that's a thing. So, for me, it doesn't really matter. Once the interest picks up, I think in anything, it's going to be a rabbit hole for you to put yourself in a level of competition where you want to be and a level where you want to succeed, perhaps. So, yan yung para sa akin, hindi nagmamatter kung player ka before or hindi. So, as a parting words, diba? Kasi narinig ko na to. Bakit ka maniniwala dyan? Di naman nga yan varsity before, diba? So, sa mga taong ganyan na I'm warning you, diba? Pag nakakita kayo na mas magaling sa inyo, baka, diba? Baya kayo sinasabi nyo kasi kami nga, we don't even have the balls to, call someone out just because we think we played in the higher level. So, yan lang. So, yan. And thank you kasi ang ganda ng venue natin, di ba? Ang press kang init talaga ngayon, di ba?
Yes.
So,
Refreshing venue.
it's a very refreshing here in Uptown Coffee here in Carolina. Then,
Again, thank you for inviting me here.
Are we going to see you more often?
I have been watching your previous podcast. So sabi ko nga, nag-mail na ako ng mga audition tapes ko. So I think it's very difficult to ignore that. So again, thank you. And
Are we going to see you more often?
yeah, whether you like it or not.
Anyway, so let's wrap it up.
yeah, and ano ba direct? Anong natin?
Like official part.
Yeah, and
Pa-clarify lang.
just to thank you direct. To clarify, he's going to be a staple of the show now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mainstay.
Regular agad ah.
Mainstay.
Regular agad ah.
Oh, tryout Ayaw na tryout na pala to.
Regular to agad.
One day tryout pala to. Superstar eh.
Wala nang promi.
Superstar.
Kukunan namin to ng SSS at ng
Pag-ibig.
Pag-ibig. Yeah.
No. I'm good. Hindi na ako pwedeng kumuha ng pag-ibig.
Ah, okay.
Otherwise, you're gonna kill
Meron
me.
na pala. PhilHealth na lang sa KSSS.
Anyway,
sige, so for our next episodes, I hope you're still watching. Firstly, yung mga comments nyo regarding sa sinabi namin. We like to hear from you sa Facebook and sa YouTube namin. Instagram, right?
Spotify.
And,
Oo, tama.
Spotify.
I mean, just to add, pwede kayo mag-comment kung ano yung gustong sagutin namin. We will answer it in a form of a reel. Para mabilis, no?
Yeah.
Reels, sasagutin namin. Kung sino yung gusto nyo sumagot sa amin, apat. Yun. We will, ano ang tawag yan? We will accompany or ano tawag?
We'll give
Entertain.
you what you want.
We'll give you what you want. Wag lang yung ha. Alam nyo na yun. Wag lang pera.
Pasayaw po ng ice cream.
Wag, Jago.
Tapos yung for our next episodes,
G-invite mo, diba?
we will be inviting or we will be personally going to different coaches in Bicol to get their side
Yun.
of their journey in coaching and their perspective in basketball as one of our advocacies to increase the level of competition and the community of coaches here in Bicol, and hopefully diba we do something good here. So yan lang. Happy anniversary ulit, Guild. Thank you. This is GP Podcast. I hope to see you soon again.
Always remember that if you love and respect the game will love and respect you back. But this by no means an opening to try to own the game because no one owns it. So if you love our content, if you love our takes on basketball or whatnot, Feel free to follow our Instagram account and Spotify page.